Hi, this is Ken. Today, I want to start with the conclusion first. Tesla stock is not in a fear-driven collapse right now. What we are seeing is a high-level consolidation where selling exists, but price refuses to break down. And the benefit of watching this video is simple. Instead of reacting emotionally to headlines or red candles, you'll understand what the market is actually doing beneath the surface, using only price, volume, and order flow. This is not about predicting the next move, it's about staying rational while others get shaken out. Before we go any further, let me be very clear about what this video is not. I'm not here to tell you whether Tesla will go up tomorrow or next week. I'm not giving price targets, and I'm not selling a bullish or bearish story. Today, we put all narratives aside. No hype, no fear, no emotions. We look at three things only: price, volume, and order flow, because in markets, the most dangerous decisions are made based on vibes. This analysis is also AI assisted. I fed Tesla's price charts into AI to help structure the data objectively. That doesn't mean you should blindly trust it. Think of it as a second pair of eyes, not a crystal ball. This is not investment advice, it's simply a clean way to organize what is happening right now. Let's start with the weekly chart. The weekly time frame shows us the big picture, the context long-term investors should care about. When you zoom out, Tesla is still sitting within its multi-year uptrend structure. Price is not at the bottom, but it's also not breaking down from the top. Right now, Tesla is trading in the upper middle area of that long-term range. The key question here is not, is Tesla going down? The real question is, has the long-term trend structurally broken? And so far, the answer is no. If you look closely at the weekly structure, higher highs and higher lows have not been fully invalidated. Yes, momentum clearly slowed near the previous highs around the $500 area, but that slowdown looks more like a pause than a collapse. Think of it as the market taking a breath. A trend doesn't end the moment price stops going up. It ends when structure breaks, and we are not there yet. Now let's add volume, because this is where fear usually exposes itself. When markets truly fall apart, you almost always see a surge in volume on the weekly chart. That's panic. That's forced selling. But here's the interesting part. At Tesla's recent highs and pullbacks, we don't see explosive volume expansion. There's no sign of mass liquidation. This tells us something important. So far, investors are not rushing for the exits all at once. So just from the weekly chart alone, we can say this: Tesla is not in a confirmed downtrend, but it's also not in a phase where chasing upside makes sense. This looks like a digestion phase, a reassessment phase, and that sets the stage for what we see next on the daily chart. If you're ready, in the next part, we'll zoom into the daily time frame and answer a critical question. Is this pullback driven by fear, or is it simply a controlled adjustment at high levels? That distinction makes all the difference for long-term investors. Now let's move into the daily chart, because this is where fear and control start to separate clearly. On the daily time frame, I'm using three moving averages: the 20-day, the 50-day, and the 200-day. Right now, Tesla is trading below the 20-day moving average. That tells us short-term momentum has cooled, but notice where price is stabilizing. It's hovering near the 50-day moving average, not collapsing through it. And the 200-day moving average, which defines the long-term trend, is still far below current price. That distance matters. In real fear-driven sell-offs, price races toward the 200-day very quickly. That's not what we're seeing here. Now let's talk about how price is moving, not just where it is. This is subtle but important. Tesla is not dropping in a straight line. We see controlled pullbacks, pauses, small rebounds, then more adjustment. This type of movement usually does not come from panic. Panic is fast, emotional, and violent. What we're seeing instead looks more like position rebalancing, investors trimming, reallocating, and waiting. Let's confirm that with RSI. On the daily chart, RSI is sitting around the mid 40s. That's a neutral zone, not oversold, not bullish. In true fear phases, RSI often dives toward 30 or lower. That's when emotions take over. But here, momentum has cooled without collapsing. And this tells us something important. The market is not emotionally broken. Now, let's zoom further in because this is where things get interesting. The 4-hour chart shows us how short-term money is behaving. Tesla has been trading roughly between $430 and $450 back and forth, again and again. Price attempts to move lower, but each time it gets pulled back into the range. And here's the key question. It's not whether Tesla can go down briefly, it's whether Tesla can continue going down. So far, it hasn't. Now let's bring in RSI on the 4-hour chart. RSI here sits around 43 to 45. That shows short-term weakness, yes, but once again, it's not oversold. Short-term traders are selling, but they're not selling aggressively enough to break structure. And this brings us to the most surprising fact in today's analysis. Here's the unexpected part. When we combine volume and volume delta, something unusual appears. Volume delta on the 4-hour chart has been consistently negative. That means market sell orders are dominating. In simple terms, people are hitting the sell button. But despite that, price is not collapsing. This is critical because if sellers were truly in control, price would fall much more easily. Instead, every wave of selling gets absorbed, which suggests that somewhere beneath the surface, buyers are quietly stepping in. This often happens when short-term money is exiting, while longer-term capital absorbs that supply. Distribution on one side, accumulation on the other. And this tug of war explains why price feels heavy but refuses to break. So let's summarize what we know so far. Tesla stock is not free of selling pressure, but selling pressure is not dominating the market. We are in a balanced zone, a zone of tension. And this leads to an important question. As investors, what should we be doing right now? I like to think in 3 modes: attack, wait, prepare. Right now, this is not an attack environment. Momentum is not expanding, and volume is not confirming upside. Waiting is reasonable. Doing nothing is a position. But the most important mode right now is preparation. Preparation doesn't mean buying. It means defining your conditions. At what price levels would your view change? What kind of volume would confirm strength or weakness? When those answers are clear, emotions lose their power. For long-term Tesla investors, this perspective matters even more. Tesla is not just a ticker symbol, it's an evolving platform company. AI, autonomy, robotics, energy. These themes don't play out in weeks, they play out over years. Markets often shake confidence before the next phase begins, and historically, the most uncomfortable periods are often consolidation phases, not crashes. Looking forward, the market will eventually choose a direction, and when it does, price and volume will make it obvious. Our job is not to guess, our job is to listen. So, let me close with this. Right now, Tesla stock is not telling a story of fear, it's telling a story of patience. Selling exists, but price is holding, and that is the most important fact on the chart today. This video is not investment advice. Your decisions should always be your own. But if this analysis helped you think more clearly, I appreciate your support. I share Tesla-focused insights like this every day. And if you enjoy looking at the market calmly, without hype or panic, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and as always, enjoy life with Tesla. Before we wrap up, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and at home, I've installed a Tesla Powerwall, so I actually charge my car with solar energy. I truly believe Tesla is shaping the future, and that's why I share the latest news and insights here on this channel. I'm from Japan, but I want to connect with Tesla fans all around the world. That's why I also create an English version of my videos. YouTube now lets you switch the audio into your own language, so you can enjoy it in whatever language you prefer. Most of all, I'd love to connect with Tesla fans everywhere so we can support Tesla together. I also share updates on X, so feel free to follow me there and let's connect. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.